you doing, people? I've been given a challenge today. I've met up with Abs, the street photographer, and he's brought me down. Where are we, Abs? Budleigh Salterton Beach. And as you know, I love me long exposures. No clouds in the sky, not a cloud in sight, but we've got a bit of a shoreline. So fingers crossed. You know Abs, I mentioned him in one of my videos, who I follow on YouTube, street photographer, quality stuff. So go check him out. I'll put a link in the description. Just gonna try and find a shot somewhere on an impossible spot. If I get a shot here, it's gonna be a miracle. But what a cracking spot, look at that. So, this is a difficult one, but the water kind of curves around here. I've got the shoreline that goes all the way down and around, down Budleigh Beach. Cheat? How's that? Oh, I'm forever doing that, mate. I've dragged half of trees and put them in the water. Yeah, a bit of foreground interest. Right, I'm gonna go quite high. If I go low, can't see as much of the white water, so I'm going to go quite high. Like I say, there's a bit of white water in the foreground here. It's going to be around there somewhere. It's not the best shot, but it is what it is. It's just nice to be out, isn't it? Tide's coming in quicker than what I thought. Yeah, if you haven't seen any Abs street photography, go check him out. It's the kind of photography I couldn't do. I couldn't think of nothing worse. I wish I could. Right, people, funny one to frame this. You've got to kind of predict what the pitch is doing because the water's moving. I never, like I said before in videos, I don't really like it where I've got 50-50 shot with a coastline smack bang in the middle. Because at the minute, well, now I've probably got 2/3 foreground, 1/3-ish, maybe a bit more sky. But I know that with the long exposure, it's going to change the composition. So I'm just going to take a picture. You can see what it looks like. Ain't gonna lie, gonna struggle with this. Let's bang the old 10 stop on first. It's the gold one. I don't think a 10 stop's going to do much, to be honest, but 4 seconds. 2-second timer. That's what 4 seconds has done. I know the water's going to come up a bit. Stack a few filters on. So I've got the 10 stop on. Let's chuck a 3 stop on as well, see what that does. So F13, that one is 20 seconds, ISO 100. With the 10 stop and the 3 stop Maven ND filters on. See if that changes it a little bit. Ain't gonna lie, I thought I was gonna have more interest in the foreground. That's why I framed it like I have. I might leave him where he is. So in all fairness, this shot's about the water really, because there's not much else going on. I'm gonna lob me 18 stop on, I think. Probably not the best composition in the world, but at least you can see what the ND filters are doing. Got to make sure this one's really clean. There's nothing worse than taking an exposure, which is about bloody 20 minutes long, and then finding you've got a bit of dirt on your lens. Luckily the sun's just behind, so it's not going to bounce off the front of my lens. There's nothing worse than that. Oh yeah, that tide's coming in. 125th of a second at F13. 125th of a second. So get me long exposure up. Normal shutter speed, 125th of a second. 18 stop ND, 34 minutes. No, that's a bit long. Don't fancy that. It's taking down to F8. Quarter of an hour or something would be nice. 320th of a second. 320th of a second. 13 minutes and 39 seconds. We go into bow mode. So there you go, people. All I didn't want my exposure to be too long, so I just dropped my aperture down to f8, which with the 18 stop ND filter, 320th of a second with the 18 stop ND filter put on, changes it to 13 minutes and 39 seconds. Put it in bow mode, 13 minutes, 39 seconds. Let's wait 30 minutes and see what it looks like. Hang tight. Halfway through, 6 minutes down, something like that anyway. Abs down there, look, having a little play. Tell you what, people, cracking spot. I live all the way over there, bloody miles away. Apparently there's loads of fossils and shit around here, so worth coming to, I reckon. Although I live in Brixton, there's loads of fossils there. Like a waiting room for heaven sometimes. Yeah, nice spot. Mind you, I wouldn't be saying that if it's hammering down, would I? But when this exposure finishes, hopefully my tripod now is half underwater. Hopefully, if it hasn't moved, which I don't think it has, should be a lot more interest in the foreground, I reckon. Nearly there. Hang tight, people. Abs cheating, look. Moving the branch into the water. Good lad, bit of foreground interest. We all do it, come on, we all do it. Go get wet feet, Abs. Bloody timer's taking its time. How long did I say that was? 13 minutes and 39 seconds. I don't really want to get wet feet, it's too early in the day. Oh, 2 minutes left. This is when the exposure finishes and the bloody tripod's moved. Oh no! So fingers crossed it'll be right. Right, let's see what he's like. I ain't gonna lie, people, I quite like that shot, to be honest. The horizon's probably going to be smack bang in the middle, to be honest. A little bit of cloud there in the distance, bit of movement. Water looks lovely and smooth. Oh well, here's what it is, isn't it? It's changed it a little bit from the first to the last shot. Cool. Hey?
Like, what is your framing?
Framing, pretty much I'm using
leading
that leading line. Problem is with long exposures, the frame changes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because of the water out there. When you start the exposure, the water could be out there, but then when you finish the exposure, it might be in here. Because people always say, oh, you shouldn't put the horizon in the centre, but of course it's going to change.
Yeah. I always put mine.
I think it's what pleases you, innit? Someone online had a go at me because I put my subject in the middle of the frame.
Really?
But yeah, if you look at all the front cover shots I've got, most of my subjects are in the middle of the frame. All right, people, that's about it. I know it wasn't going to be the most amazing video. Sun's eye in the sky, no clouds or anything like that, but it's just nice to get out and get some pictures. Come and meet Abs, fellow photographer. He showed me some spots down the road, which I'm going to come back to. I just like what an ND filter does to a scene. Just changes, you know, you've got to kind of predict where the water's going to be and what the shot's going to look like. So, hey, that's about it, I reckon. See you in the next vid. As always, there's an affiliate link down below for Maven Filters. Have a great Friday, have a great weekend. See you in the next vid. Cool. Cheers. Bye. Hey. 30 seconds. Oh. Woo. Shit. Wet feet already.